Your friend Shabbat Shalom and greetings to you all. Now, less than a week from now, we will be standing together in the celestial court, judging ourselves, being judged, seeking forgiveness, granting forgiveness, starting over. It's our annual gathering to examine our souls. Have we kept to the path we were destined for? Have we strayed? Were we good to the world? Were we kind, forgiving, honorable? These are the many questions that were asked. You see them in the Vidui prayer of the Yom Kippur service, and we'll go through that before Yom Kippur rolls around. I will post the Rosh Hashanah service and Yom Kippur service in the next few days for you to either use as a background to what's taking place during the 10 days of awe, or for you to simply use as your service opportunity. Now, this is another year in which there will be few and small gatherings in houses of worship. But more and more internet-based services will be available, so there's no lack of your ability to connect in whatever way you choose to connect during this time. And whatever you connect to, it should be free. You shouldn't have to pay for it. Now, ours will cover essentials and focus on holding your intention for a brief period, because your intention is everything, and I'd rather have your intention for a short period of time and not repeat things over and over and over again. I'll give you the highlights of why the prayers that are done at this time and not at another time, and what they mean. Now, we've been preparing ourselves for most of this month, whether we realized it or not. That's why there's no Jewish holidays in this last month of the year. So get ready to celebrate that first day, Rosh Hashanah, with a meal that, like I say, includes apples and honey. It's our entreaty to God to say, we hope for a sweet year, as we hope to be inscribed in the Book of Life. And we, of course, will have our regular, like a Book of Life, you can send your names in for, and we'll talk more about that later. But before we gather in the celestial court, let us gather now, celebrating a common belief and faith as we do, as a community, collective consciousness of seekers showing faith, any and all faith, a chavura fellowship, expressing our nature of kindness, compassion, thoughts, feelings, hopes, dreams, and wishes that unites us all in this community, house of spirit, Beth Ruach, sharing and bringing light, keeping fear at bay, and we all have fear these days. And even though together we are individual in our approach, each connecting in his or her own way, we still do it as a group. So once again, please go ahead and invite everybody, physically, digitally, psychically, emotionally, spiritually, to gather and share. From Psalm 133, the Hinei Matov, come together. Hinei Matov, Shevet Achim Gam. Hinei Matov, Shevet Achim Gam. How good, how pleasant it is for brothers and sisters together. Community. 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 Together. As we all spread love, goodwill, and fellowship to the world, remember, friends, this is you setting aside just a little bit of sacred time in your sacred space to honor and converse with whoever, whatever you happen to believe in. We all believe in something. It's a part of your kavanah, your intention that you put out to the universe. It's your goodwill. Intention, the root of all actions and karma, and it comes up again and again and again. So let's take a brief moment to use our intention, to invoke blessings and healing and renewal for anybody and everybody, everywhere, for everyone you know, for the souls and spirits of everybody you think of. So think of whoever, focus on them, call their names. It's not just for people, it's for our pets, it's for the earth, it is the healing of the world, the tikkun olam that's part of our spiritual genetic makeup. Friends, this is the work in progress that we are obliged to do. And we do it by fixing ourselves. That's the real meaning of tikkun olam. We're here to help heal the world. It's not a job for us to complete. It is an ongoing task that we do in this lifetime. It always has been. We each must do our own individual part. So everybody, just do what you can to make your life better. Ways you make your life better, you make the lives of everybody around you better. That influences everybody. Now, part of that healing of the world is when we send thoughts and energy for health and rule and goodwill for everybody. They don't have to be sick. It's for those in our hearts and our minds. Let's all send the energy out for the people in need everywhere. Special thoughts for Alex, Lori, Memphis, for Sky, for Aurelia, for Mark, Snoopy, Connie, for Elmo, for ant, for all of our animal friends everywhere. Let's not forget them. For the builder, for Sherry, for Devora. Friends, it is the kindness, the healing wishes, the goodwill and love we all send out. It just circles the world finding those in need. So thank you, each of you, for all you do, for all you care, because the world is a world of spirit, and spirit never dies. Avotenu Makor Chabracha Limotenu. May the source of strength bless the one that's before us. Help us find the courage, make our lives a blessing. The renewal of body, the renewal of spirit. Let us sing. Amen. Yishaberach, let us all have our spirits renewed. This is the great prayer for healing, which we call upon God to heal as He has healed before. Yishaberach, may He who blessed, because all healing is a blessing. Let's all send and receive healing and renewal energy in our efforts to love, to share, to care, to grow. Now we're still gathered listening to the words of the great prophet Moses. He's in the midst of his farewell address as we read Nitzavim Standing. As we stand there, we're reminded of the terms of the covenant. We're given a great choice. Now the deal we are offered is a deal for all time. Deuteronomy 29:14. And not with you alone do I seal this covenant and this oath, but with him who is here standing with us this day before the Lord our God, and with him who is not here with us this day. Now, this idea is paramount for the whole theological, historical project of the book of Deuteronomy. The covenant evoked through Moses' strong rhetoric, whereby Israel binds itself to God, is a timeless model to be reenacted scrupulously by all future generations. Not just us alone, but all people. The force of the idea is nicely caught by the rabbinic notion that all unborn generations were already standing here at Sinai. It was brilliant and made the covenant timeless. It is current, ongoing, present, new. It requires no explanation. It just is. Bared my soul to the crowd, but oh, what the cost. Most of them laughed out loud like nothing's been lost. There were hypocrites, parasites, and people that drink. Tell me why must I always explain? There is no need to explain. This is current and it is always for all people. Now, the entire book of Deuteronomy was written in a period of ominous threats to national existence. After the destruction of the northern kingdom of Israel in about 722 before the Common Era, and it took little effort or imagination of the people to conjure up an imminent prospect of calamitous destruction and exile. They've been through it, as is done at several points in this particular book. But we have choices in life. Even though we have choices, there are rules. Deuteronomy 29:28. The hidden things belong to the Lord our God. The revealed things belong to us and our children forever, to do all the words of this instruction. So what Moses is telling the people, there are things that are solely in the divine realm, hidden from humans. The human's task is here in this world to live a certain kind of life, living a decent life, being a decent person. These are the things in this realm: life of kindness, decency, love. All the things you're going to be asked the questions as we face the mirror of self. The commandments are not enigmatic. They don't reside in a distant realm, and they don't require an intermediary. They're already made known and they're available to each individual. They are all within a human's ability to just do. Every single one of us can do every one of those things. And they're not hidden on another world. They're not in the skies. They're not across the seas. God says, but the thing is very close to you, in your mouth and in your heart to do it. See, I've put in front of you today life and good, and death and bad. Friends, this is the period of the year you get to ask, what kind of life do you want? And we're left with a choice. Deuteronomy 30:20. I call to witness for you today the heavens and the earth, life and death. I set before you the blessings and the curse, and you shall choose life so that you may live, you and your seed. We have a choice. Blessings or curse, and blessings equals life, while curse equals death. And they're not hidden on another world. They're not in the skies, not across the seas. God says the thing is very close to you, in your mouth and in your heart to do it. See, I put in front of you today life and good, death and bad. It's all there. Simple choices, and it's not a very hard choice. We will choose love and life. Give me love. Give me love. Give me peace on earth. Give me life. Give me life. Keep me free from birth. Give me hope. Help me cope with this heavy load. Trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul. Heart and soul. The two things that we will be examining all next week in the Celestial Court. Yes, the world is sacred. So is everything in it, my friends. Express your gratitude, light a candle, make a wish. Celebrate your life and the lives of those you love. Share your feelings with them. Live free, be free, honor your freedom, be well, be happy, be blessed. Share and honor the light. I'll live in the light and continue to shine. Continue to send everybody you know goodwill and love. Pray for peace and freedom for everyone, and end to terror and hatred. Remember, friends, we're our community. We learn together, we celebrate each other, we love each other, we share this right together. Men and women equally. So let's send out love, not fear. Send out peace, harmony, goodwill, and healing to all who need it. Please do. Learn to forgive and learn to love, including yourself. Open your hearts. Honor the relationships of your life. Tell those you love that you love them. Take advantage of the time you have and enjoy the journey. We take twists and turns in the patterns that weave through the fabric of our lives in our effort to grow, to learn, to be, to love. So please do love. God bless you all. Have a fantastic week, a week of love and light, a week of peace, a week of miracles. Examine your intentions and use them to imprint your will on the universe, because we set in motion everything that happens in our lives. It's our intention, our kavana, our cause, our effect. It's all linked. As I've said, you have time to forgive and to be forgiven. You have the knowledge of what's good and bad, so acknowledge what you've done wrong to yourself, to God, and to any person you've wronged. Ask forgiveness, but do so with sincerity, with accountability, with vulnerability. Forgive those who've hurt you as you learn to be forgiving and compassionate, because the secret of forgiveness, compassion, and peace is in acceptance. Can you accept yourself, other people in the world just as they are? Can you accept life as it is without trying to control it? If you do, you can experience the peace that acceptance brings. So do not stop your journey. Do not stop moving towards your promised land. Keep on dreaming. Keep on being. Keep sharing. Keep shining. Keep teaching. Keep spreading joy and goodwill. Do not follow fear. Follow love. It's always in front of you. And remember to have faith. An unwavering adherence to principle, just as I have faith in the principle of love and of all of you. Act with purity of heart and mind. Despise none, defraud none, hate none. Cherish all. Honor every child of God, every creature of the earth. May all people know peace in this year. May you nurture kindness and love everywhere you go. And work to be present in the body, my friends. Expand your heart, quiet your mind. Because the deepest source of real power lies in consciousness and the ability to be mindful, to be aware, to be present in all of life's circumstances. So make the most of your time in this life. Continue to touch and transform the lives around you, because you're never alone. You're forever blessed, and you have the ability to bring blessings to everybody you meet, health, love, and rule to everybody you come across. We're all energy, and energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transformed. Your words, my friends, are your power to transform, to love, to bless, so be generous with them. Bless others, bless yourself. Love with the heart, because we're all part of a greater whole. Embrace love, not fear. Forgiveness, not anger. And be there for someone, because someone will always be there for you whether you know it or not. Continue to explore faith and belief and what they mean to you, and never accept shame as a natural state. Whatever you feel others have felt, whatever you've experienced, others have too. We share together. We learn together, and we help each other, each of us. Because each of us is trying to find love and acceptance and support, and we all have or could have that special someone in our lives. So find them. Tell them what they mean. And remember, you're never alone on your journey to your promised land. Keep forgiving those you need to forgive. Keep asking forgiveness from those you need to ask forgiveness of. Continue to ask why. Continue to honor and elevate the souls and spirits of those who came before. Let's keep decency and honor. Prepare to make entreaty to God to judge us kindly as we look to forgive and to be forgiven. We stray from the path we are meant to be on, but we can come back. And the road back is always through love. I can see by your grin that you're trembling within. It's all intentional. And the smile on your face is sometimes out of place. Don't mind, no friend, children. If your head should fall, if your shares should crash, you'll get by even without getting the rash. There's no tears to be shed. I'm gonna love you instead. I want you around, children. You know, God forgives, so can we. And isn't that so much what Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur are about? About forgiveness, about how we treat ourselves, others, our friends, our families, our world. It's about what we stand for. It's our legacies, about how we're remembered. How do you want to be remembered, my friends? Well, thank you for joining me. Keep sharing the light. Practice forgiveness. Be thankful, be gracious, be kind, be loving. Keep believing in yourself. Continue to spread a little goodwill to the world, and continue to be the miracle in someone's life. It's at this time of the year that we keep the book of the living and inscribe the names of those who want to be inscribed. Yes, it's all a metaphor, but we keep a real one. So send along the names you want entered, and we're going to make sure that it is entered. Ketiva v'chatima tova, may you be inscribed and sealed for a good year, and I know you are. Send along your name and be inscribed, my friends. Shabbat shalom and blessings to you all. Take care.